Now, we're going to start with England and that World Cup qualifier against Serbia tomorrow night. Our football correspondent, Rob Dorset, is in Belgrade and joined us now. Rob, great to see you. Right, let's just say we're expecting the worst tomorrow. What are the England players going to do?
Well, look, Mike, I think I have to start by telling you that I've spoken to the English FA, the Serbian FA and the English police. None of them are expecting the worst. Look, we know that England's black players have been targeted with racist abuse from the stands an awful lot in the past when they've been in Eastern Europe. You and I were both on Sky Sports News and talked about it at length when that happened in 2019 in Bulgaria. Then in 2021 in Hungary, Harry Kane came very close to taking the players off the pitch in the face of some sustained racist abuse there. And the reason it's an issue is because the Serbian FA is currently serving a punishment from FIFA for racist abuse that was directed during their game against Andorra in the 3-0 victory back in June, just 3 months ago. As a result of that, 15% of this stadium behind me, the Red Star Belgrade Stadium, will be closed to fans tomorrow, as well as a stiff financial penalty as well. But I think we need to point out that the racist abuse that came from the stands in that Andorra game was anti-Albanian rather than anti-black. Now, make of that what you will. That's a subtle difference. Discrimination and abuse, people will see in exactly the same light, whoever the target is. But I think that has led the English FA and the English police to think that and hope that there will be no trouble here tomorrow involving England's players. Nevertheless, from back in 2021, there are only 3 players that remain in this England squad that experienced that horrific racism back then: Jordan Pickford, Declan Rice and Harry Kane. So that's why we reported earlier today that England's players have had a meeting to discuss the UEFA and FIFA protocols if they face racist abuse here or in any other away game that they might cover in the rest of this autumn period. And they discussed how they would be supported by the FA and what actions they might take. So it was that question that was put to both the England captain and the England manager here tonight. There was some hostility in the room from some of the local Serbian journalists who didn't like the fact that question that had been asked in the first place. But have a listen first to the England manager who responded to the question.
The people in charge at the FA talked with us about it. Yeah, we're aware, and still I always believe in the good. So I always believe that we will have a high-level sporting competition and celebrate the sport for what it is.
So you're confident and clear in those UEFA protocols if there's an incident?
Yes, we are aware of the protocol, but I don't want to put the big focus on it because I believe in the beauty of sport and in the beauty of the game, that we can have a respectful and emotional match tomorrow.
We have a meeting and we discuss the protocols that are in place more from UEFA's point of view. I don't think we like to discuss it too much. Our focus is on the game. Our focus is on trying to beat Serbia on the pitch. Yeah, anything can happen, of course, and we're prepared for that. But ultimately, we're not thinking about that. We're thinking about the football game, like the Serbian FA have put out. It's about enjoying the spectacle, enjoying the game, and we hope that's the case tomorrow.
I understand that completely, but obviously it is something you've experienced before. Would you be prepared to take the players off if it happens again?
Well, we're prepared to do what UEFA protocols allow us to do. I thought we handled that situation away in Bulgaria really well, and yeah, it'll be no different. These are things that are hard to talk about now because we don't know if it's going to happen or not. But ultimately, like I said, we're prepared, and we had a discussion as a group so that if the event does happen, we'll be prepared to do what's necessary.
So, Rob, Harry Kane wants to focus on the game, so let's do that. Did you get any idea, any inclination of who might start tomorrow?
Not a great deal. Thomas Tuchel tends to keep his cards close to his chest, and very often he doesn't make his own decision with his own backroom staff until the morning, possibly the late morning of the match day itself. So he's still pondering one or two things. But the good news that the England manager told us this evening is that all 24 players trained fully at St George's Park this morning, and all 24 are available for selection. And that's significant because Mark Gay came off in the second half of that pretty lacklustre 2-0 victory over Andorra at Villa Park at the weekend with a bit of a groin strain, which caused the FA medics some concern. He was replaced by Ezri Konsa, but Tuchel says no, he's good to go if called upon. And the impression I got from the England manager was that he's not going to make too many changes for what is a really, really tough game for England in a very hostile environment.
From terms of performance, I have to say not too many, maybe slight adjustments, because I have to say, can just repeat myself, we had an excellent camp and everyone deserves to play, everyone deserves some minutes. The players are not yet in a rhythm where it's normal also to play 90 minutes every 3 days, so we take this into account. Like we said, we do last decisions for changes and for the lineup tonight, and maybe tomorrow morning. Everyone is available, so it will be narrow decisions, but it's a good sign.
And Mark's okay to start if you
Yeah,
want him to?
everyone trained, everyone is okay to start.
So that's good news for the England manager, and he will play his strongest side because this is England's toughest qualifying game by far. The toughest game that Thomas Tuchel has had as England manager in his almost year in charge, by some distance as well. Serbia, we know about their quality, we know about some of the star players they've got. They're unbeaten in 12 World Cup qualifiers, but it's interesting that I asked Harry Kane if England win this one, whether he'd feel they have 1 foot in the World Cup finals already next summer, and he admitted that, said, yeah, pretty much so. He thinks they'll be in a very strong position because they will be at least 8 points clear of their nearest rivals, Serbia, if they win this one, and 7 clear of anybody else as well. So if England win, this will leave a really positive taste, I think, in the international break from Thomas Tuchel's perspective. If they don't win, then I think the question marks over how Thomas Tuchel has started as England manager will keep on coming, and the criticism will only get louder.